Why, hello, replay viewers. Ooh, we have somebody already in the room. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Thanks for tuning on in. Tuned out. Must be the guy who's going to give the video a thumbs down. Let's see who tunes in. Griff out there in Vancouver, Canada. Good to see you, Griff. Welcome to Bay Ridge. Are you guys ready to do this? This is something that I've never done on live stream, and this is also something I've never done ever in my life. So we're gonna do something I've never done ever before. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up if you're watching us on the replay. Buses are free here in New York City today and for the foreseeable future. Good to see you, Trash or Treasure. Welcome. You met me through duty, Ron. Awesome. Well, we're gonna walk here for a little bit, so thanks for tuning on in. We're gonna be here for a little bit. We're gonna watch sunsets, and you're gonna see me walk from this point, from right here, from this sign right here where 5th Avenue begins, here at 95th Street, 5th Avenue. You gotta watch me walk 9 miles. 9 miles. So there you have it. We're gonna be here for about 3 hours, and hopefully by the end of the stream, we'll be watching sunset. So that is the idea. So get the snacks ready. Because here we go. We do have battery and everything. So that's a good thing. I have ridden this entire bike lane on a bike. And I've actually done live streams where we rode the whole length of the pathway on a bicycle, but we've never walked it. The full loop that we're about to do is about 9 miles. So, and the birds must be thoroughly confused with the lack of human activity in the streets. Hey, it's St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church. Film Blue Bloods in here. So this is the church where Stacy Keach is a priest. Bienvenue, Nebul, bienvenue. Everyone follow Nebul. He's a great YouTuber in the south of France. Good to see you, Nebul. Welcome. Ready for sunset? Ready for sunset? Ready for a little walk here? Susie May's in the house. Good to see you, Susie May. Out there in Vermont. Got the boss out there in Dundee, Scotland. Tuned on it. It is a beautiful day. Williamson, welcome. Welcome everybody. We're going to be here for approximately 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's how long our flight is today. And you're going to see me traveling a total of 9 miles. You got to update the app. If it starts crashing on you like that, Susie May, if you're watching on the telephone, re-download the Twitch app. That tends to be a little glitch that people have. But we will be doing a radio show probably tomorrow. Probably going to do a radio show tomorrow. Good to see you there, 80s music fan. Exactly, 80s music fan. Good to see you there, Alistair Bruce. Welcome. Yeah, it's the only thing I can do. The way I figure it is, since I'm going to be very sedentary for the next at least 2 weeks, probably a month. Like I said, don't even think about April, ladies and gentlemen. April is done. But I'm gonna just hunker down, and I have to stay close to my house because I gotta take care of my parents. So, but it's an absolute shame this is happening now because it's my favorite time of year. Besides autumn, spring is my favorite time of year. Good to see you, Shelly Bergowitz out there in Vegas. Welcome to Brooklyn. We're here walking down 4th Avenue, approaching Marine Avenue. And we're gonna walk along the waterfront here. I'm gonna walk about 9 miles on this live stream today. You're making apple pies today, need something to do. I hear that. Ooh, that sounds good. I wanna go to Griff's house, but that's social distancing. You cannot visit your friends' homes if you're trying to social distance, evidently. Yeah, everything's closed there, Shelly. Everything's closed. All around the world. Lake Nona's in the house. Good to see you, Lake Nona. Welcome. I do have snacks and beverage on me since we will be here for the long haul today. So I have all my snacks and everything procured. And maybe at the end of the live stream, maybe, I'll get some beer. Good to see you there, Josh. Welcome. And we're doing our best to distance ourselves socially. Also, that does not mean that you're not supposed to get out of your house. So, but I will keep walking. If I see any large congregations of humans, I will keep walking. Good to see you, Patrick James. Do I add people on PS4? Only when I'm live on PS4. You're going to get a lot more video games, Josh. You're going to get a lot more video games. If anyone has NASCAR Heat, I have NASCAR Heat. I have FIFA. And I have, what else do I have? I have a lot of games that we could play, games. Like a bunch of us could be in there and all that. And of course, Grand Theft Auto. I have, so we're going to be doing, especially beginning tomorrow, because tomorrow is the stay-in rule. Stay-in rule begins, but if you want to find me on the PlayStation Network, is Dutchmaz, DUTCHMAZZ NYC, all one word. Dutchmaz NYC. But if you want to make sure that I know it's you, Patrick, make sure you go over to my Twitter. And give me a DM over there on Twitter. At Dutchmaz, at Dutchmaz over there on Twitter. And let me know what your handle is over there on PlayStation Network, and I'll make sure to keep a lookout for you. But involved with a few things to get you guys entertained, so please stay tuned to my Instagram, my Twitter. There's going to be some stuff coming up the pike within the week. And you guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you will definitely be on the ground floor of some amazing entertainment. So, and it's not just from me, but from a cavalcade of fantastic people. So stay tuned for that, because it's going to be kind of amazing. So what are the rules after tomorrow? Beginning tonight at 8 o'clock, they're requesting that everyone does not get out of their homes except to go to the store or to get exercise, and pretty much 100% of the workforce has to work from home except for essential services. So people are allowed to get outside. We don't have the rule yet where you need a note to go out yet, but if people keep congregating in large groups in parks, I would not be surprised if they institute that here, especially here in New York City. John Paul Jones Park and the fabled Dover Patrol Monument. We've been through worse before, ladies and gentlemen, and that Dover Patrol Monument reminds us of the famed Dover Patrol that kept the waterway clear between the north of France and United Kingdom, the cliffs of Dover. That is to remember World War I. Good to see you, Bob. Should they close all parks? They may have to. How about that, Bob? They may have to, but look, here's a park where there is no fencing. So how will they enforce the law, especially in a place like this? And there's people around, but everyone's keeping their distance. And on this live stream, I will be keeping distance from everyone. There are a few people who did not want me to do this live stream today. I understand, but remember that lockdown does not mean not getting out of your home. So, but I will keep moving. I'm not going to stay necessarily in one spot for too long. If I do stay in one spot, that's for battery considerations and getting my drink from my bag. And I do have a little Kind bar in my bag, so I may stop for that and nosh on that while I walk. But here's 4th Avenue and 100th Street. 4th Avenue and 100th Street. We're about to go onto the Shore Parkway. But I have to say, for the people who are driving, please respect everyone in the road. I know a lot of people are tending to speed nowadays. So if you are driving a car here in New York, please keep mindful of your speed limits, because especially on Friday, coming back from the beach, while there was very little car traffic, some of the car traffic that was out was driving fairly recklessly, to say the least. They were driving fairly recklessly. All right, we're gonna wait for this little light here, make sure nobody's gonna come down. Yeah, this guy's gonna make the join. Speed cameras are still on, yeah, they are, but it doesn't really do much of anything with the speed cameras. People are gonna speed no matter what, and especially on wide streets, people tend to go a little bit faster. Yeah, I could hear that, Susie May. Oh, thank you so much, Judy, out there in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, da 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 da. Good to see you there, Judy. Thank you so much for tuning on in. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to make our way down to the waterfront. And we're going to go north up to the 69th Street Pier. So we're going to go from 101st Street to 69th Street. And then we're going to go out onto the pier. We're going to see the beautiful skyline of New York City. Statue of Liberty we will see also. And then we'll make our way back. We'll pass underneath this guy right here, the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. And then we'll make our way out to the Bay Parkway end of the bike lane. We're going to pass Fort Hamilton and Bath Beach. Then we're going to turn around, and hopefully if everything goes according to plan and according to how I timed out everything, when we make our way back towards the Verrazano Bridge, we're going to see sunset. So that's how it's going to work out today. It's going to take about 3 hours and 15 minutes. Make sure to get some comfy socks on. I have sufficient powder where needed. So I am prepared to walk. I'm basically thinking of this like I'm doing 2 walking tours at once. And I have done 2 walking tours at once. Good to see you, April. Welcome. And sorry about the wind noise if we have some wind noise. I do have the wind muff in, but it may get around the wind muff due to the cabling for the power, for the phone. You know, it's not, I thought it was a bit cooler than this. It is a lot warmer than what was I expecting. Remember this spot here, Nibble? No chafing check. Beautiful, yes. There will be no chafing. There will be no chafing. But there it is, beautiful day here in New York City. There's the beautiful Verrazano Narrows Bridge. The 14th longest suspension bridge in the world. Longest suspension bridge in North America. Longer than the Golden Gate by 62 feet. The towers from the high water mark to the top are 649 feet tall. This is one of the first bridges. Yes, exactly, Susie May. This is one of the first bridges to take into account the curvature of the earth. If we go all the way down these towers, all the way down to the bedrock, into the earth, these towers are 1/8 inch further apart at the top than they are at the bottom. Kind of amazing. 60 stories right there on the water. 60-story tall building right there in front of you. I got a giant muff out there, that's right. The ship that came aground. You're talking about the CVC Witch collision with the SS Brussels in 1973. That happened literally right there. Let's get walking here. Good to see you, Miss Cecilia. Welcome. Kaboom, exactly. Coney Island, baby. Welcome. Welcome. Getting outside for you guys today. Let's see how many people are down here along the waterfront. You remember that? You remember that, right? Did you hear that from Coney Island? I always wonder how far did people hear the explosion from? They said that you could hear the explosion from miles and miles away. A lot of people out. Gotta be careful here. I have to make sure I maintain 6 feet from everyone. Also not breathing when people... I'm gonna take it like as if they're smoking a cigarette. I'm just not gonna breathe. Probably about a mile away. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that. And see, he's in the walk lane when there's a perfectly good bike lane to the right-hand side. Maybe 2 miles away. Well, actually, from you to Coney Island, you guys are, 3 miles away from where you live from here. But I wonder if you heard it. If you heard the explosion. And the gimbal is so off right now. I don't know why the gimbal is so off. Let me stop over here by this garbage can, away from human beings. Yeah, you remember it? I said stay away from the windows. Hey, that's insane. Yeah, I heard it broke windows everywhere. It reminds me of the story of Black Tom Island, where you had the big munitions depot get blown up in 1916 during World War I. Massive explosion and everyone could hear, right? 1916, right? Yeah, Black Tom Island. Black Tom Island, the reason why no visitors are allowed in the torch of the Statue of Liberty. I love it when people say, I went to the torch. When did you go to the torch? In the 1950s. No, you did not. Right, you have been telling that story in your tours? Nice. Nice. I tried to renew my license online. I couldn't renew my license online. So I'm hoping they're going to take into consideration people who weren't able to renew their license. For some reason, my DCA account is locked. So that's kind of distressing. Jack's in the house. Good to see you, Jack. And sorry about the gimbal. Once I get walking here straight, gimbal's a little off. Even Frank Sinatra asks permission to use a film. That's nice. That's nice, County Home, baby. I like that. Good to see you, Deborah. Welcome. Very peaceful, yes. Very peaceful down here along the waterfront. Making our way up to the 69th Street Pier right now. And we'll see the city. We'll turn around and then we'll go back. I legit just explained it, Alistair Bruce. The explosion at Black Tom Island. Black Tom Island was a little man-made island just behind the Statue of Liberty. Today, where Liberty State Park is today. And the island, like I said, was a munitions depot. And this was the first act of foreign sabotage on American soil. So what happened was that when the explosion happened, the explosion was so loud that evidently people could hear it from 30 miles all around. It blew out one of the stained glass windows in St. Patrick's Cathedral. And it did some major damage. But because of that explosion, the arm of the Statue of Liberty moves just a little bit too much. Yeah, a few people got killed. The people who were actually working in the munitions depot. Beautiful shot of the water. Taxi, NYC ferry moving. Bike lane over there. I'm gonna reprimand all the cyclists that are on the wrong side because I'm a cyclist. I'm a cyclist. And I hate it when they're in the walk lane here. Seems we have a lot of cyclists on the walk path this afternoon, so I'm gonna be a jerk. Did the same in Davis, California. Beautiful bike lane, huge bike lane right over there. So we do not want the bicycles on this side here. So everyone we see come up, we'll just point at them and say, go over there, please. Social distancing. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome story there, Jack. There's a great YouTuber. His name is oh my God, it's not the history guy. Is it the history guy? Might be the history guy. There's another guy who calls himself the history guy, but he's not like legit. But just look up Black Tom Island, explosion at Black Tom Island. There are a few really good videos on YouTube about it. Highly recommend checking those out. As we go north here, just at about 87th or 97th Street right now. Bicycle lane's on the other side. Okay, he was going fast too. There's no need for that guy to go that fast on this side. He could simply go. This is why people get so upset with cyclists. It's because people who ride like that, they don't care. So the island has actually been incorporated into Liberty State Park. And if you go there today, there's a monument for World War II, and there's like a ring of American flags where, on very tall poles, where this island used to be. Good to see you there, Chrissy. Welcome. Just about 20 minutes into our 3-hour odyssey. Very beautiful day. Wait until I turn around and we start coming the opposite direction back down. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, the ferry leaves from Black Time Island. That's right. The ferry leaves from what used to be Black Tom Island. That is correct. Yeah, all of us in the nice. That's a great way of telling them they're on the wrong boat. That's some tour guide skills right there. That's tour guide skills. I love it. Good to see you, Tracy Taylor. Welcome. Just walking 9 miles here, about 22 minutes into the walk now. No roller skates, no roller skates. It's all about walking. It's all about walking. I have a bike. If I want to go fast, I will ride my bike. But I am not riding my bike today. This is something I've never done. Hoverboard would be great, but I won't be able to lie. I won't be able to pay attention to the comments. If I was going faster, like if I was on my bike, I would not be able to keep up with comments because I'm simply moving too fast. So the reason why we're walking here is so I can keep up with the chat. Exactly. Walk and talk. Walk and talk. Free bus is already today, Bob. Free bus is already today. Mule train. Yeah, there you go. Get the mule train going. Beautiful out here, though. I thought it was going to be colder. I have gloves with me. Definitely do not need them. No, the MTA. So the city buses here in New York City are free as of right now. Are the benches donated towards... no. The benches are just placed here. Yeah, only the bus. You still have to pay for express bus. You still have to pay for the subway. And everything beginning tomorrow is going to be running a modified weekend holiday schedule. So the train traffic, ferry traffic, especially on Staten Island Ferry, is going to be greatly reduced. But it is what it is. As we walk north, we're approaching 92nd Street. That footpath ahead will be officially 92nd Street, as people attempt to curse out into the camera. Okay, somebody did not like me live streaming. Good to see you there, Lori. Welcome. Exactly, yes. Yeah, Staten Island Ferry got a couple of boats coming online. Good to see you there, Lotus Flower. Welcome. I believe there are 3 boats being added to Staten Island ferry fleet, 3 new boats. I highly doubt the ice cream man's going to be at the pier today. If it was any normal day, if it was any normal Sunday, I'm pretty sure the ice cream man would be down at the 69th Street Pier. But I think there is a moratorium on those type of establishment as well. Good to see you there, Norm. Wow, there's a fence there now. Yes, there's been a fence here now. Oh, you're talking about on this side over here? Yes, that's been here for a while, Norm. That's been here since, I want to say, late 90s. Well, what's the weather like? It's really nice outside. It's takeout, right? Yeah. It's really nice outside. It's supposedly 47 degrees Fahrenheit. It does not feel like that. Yeah, I don't think they have food. I don't think food trucks are allowed to operate. But we'll see. You never know. If there is an ice cream truck on the at 69th Street Pier, then check it out. Good to see you there, Norm. You got snow there, Lori. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to get a dusting of snow here in New York City. Probably going to melt by the time people wake up. But not a lot of snow coming. Good to see you there, Frog. Fisheye on weather. Yeah, Bull invited you. Awesome. Welcome, Frog. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Boo. We'll see. We'll see. But we're 28 minutes into our 3-hour walk. Yeah, Chrissy, that's probably going to happen here in New York too. It's probably going to happen here in New York. Here we have another guy who is... The only people who are allowed to ride their bikes on this side of the back pathway are children, in my opinion. But this guy is zigzagging too, which is even more lovely. You're welcome. You're welcome, Frog. Welcome. All right, just passing this footbridge here. We're officially passing 92nd Street. You can see some tall buildings off in the distance. That is the beginning of Jersey City, New Jersey. No, everyone has to take a boat no matter what to the Statue of Liberty. Even though the Statue of Liberty is physically connected to New Jersey, from the Jersey side, everyone has to take a boat to get out there. And that's one of the main reasons why. So where do the stairs go to? 92nd Street and Shore Road. If I wanted to go home right now, I would go up and over this bridge and down the block over there, and I'm home. Here's another one. Did we shame him to go onto the bike lane? I think we did. It's warm out here. It is warm out here. And it's pretty nice. We've got little footbridges here. The next footbridge we're going to see further up is going to be the 80th Street footbridge. But I'll keep you guys, I'll monitor the street here to my right hand side, tell you what street I'm at. So if you guys want to keep up on a map, you can do that. As we continue along, the walk of shame. How is this a walk of shame? We're not doing a walk of shame. I didn't hook up with anyone. I'm married. Snowing there. He took a nap. Your dog was outside and he was, oh, so sad. Look, the doggy's nice and dry now. It is kind of lonely there, Lori. Everyone's kind of keeping their space from themselves. A lot of stores are closed, obviously. The stores I worry about are still open. But it looks like, talking with my fellow tour guides, looks like a lot of us are going to be out of work for a minimum. April is gone. So just don't even think about April. If we're lucky, everything will start coming back to normal in May. But it most likely looks like it's going to be June when everything begins to get back to normal. So looking at how it is and it has played out in Italy, in Germany, in Spain, in France, and also more importantly in China and South Korea, we're going to be dealing with this for a bit, especially for here in New York. This summer's going to be hot, and we'll get into that. I'll get into that in a little bit. But as for the quarantining and staying at home, looking at what happened, especially in China, in densely populated areas, this self-quarantine went on for a rather long time now. I'm moving all the way over, and I want to get on camera here. You guys are annoying. But what's going to happen is the restrictions are going to ramp up over time, and I think what's going to happen, Coney Island baby, here's the positive. Here is a positive right now for everyone who works in the travel industry, hotel, hospitality industry, service industry. I have a feeling this summer, a lot of people are going to travel close to their homes. They're going to do a lot of staycations. So I have a feeling that, especially for people who live in the suburbs, who just need to get out of the house, they're going to travel locally. And here in New York, we have quite a lot of people who come out to the city, whether it be just for a Broadway show or a dinner. I have a feeling when all these restrictions of movement and travel begin to ease up, you're going to see a big rebound effect with locals. So this may be the year, if everything really opens up, especially by June, you may see a really big rebound and may see some big deals. You never know. You never know. So, and I'm not the only tour guide thinking that. There's many other people who think the same way. Yeah, if everyone gets a little stimulus, like if I were to get $150 every other week for 2 months, I could make it work. As long as I go back to work as soon as possible, I can make it work. I'll be able to pay off my bills. I'll be able to pay off the rent, and I'll be able to live just a little bit. So, but it's all about who we're going to bail out. Are we going to bail out the corporations, or are we going to bail out people? I'm hoping we bail out people rather than corporations. But now, as for it being hot this summer, this one wants to get on camera here. So as for the heat this summer, if anyone remembers what happened after September 11th, when the airspace above the United States was closed, the temperature rose immediately. Look up global dimming effect, and that will give you a little bit more insight on what my theory is, which is this summer is going to be really hot because it's not just the United States shutting down, it's everywhere. It's everyone everywhere shutting down. And so it's going to be really hot, really dry. And like my prediction on Friday worked out way better than I thought it was going to happen. Drizzly, dreary in the morning, get out to Fort Tilden, and we were out in pure sunshine for like almost 5 hours. And it was amazing. It was so warm. And I'm just happy I was able to have that moment before all this nonsense. So as we continue on, just see the Statue of Liberty. Do I get unemployment for my time off? No, it's because technically I'm still employed. Technically, I am still employed. Good to see you there, Free to Laugh Now. Welcome. Technically, I am still employed. And the way it is, actually, is when all these travel restrictions start to come up. If people are booked for a Brooklyn Bridge tour with my company, if it's one of the days that I make myself available, then I will do it. Boy, that's a long comment. That is a long comment here. Your uncle lives in Long Island, came down a few years ago to move back several years ago. Oh, wow, that's nice, Frog. Very good. Yeah. I still have a job. I've been laid off or furloughed. Furloughed is the word. I've been furloughed. At this point, I think we can, Coney Island, baby. Because a lot of tour guides have been officially let go and fired. I have not. I have not from my company. I have not. I technically still have a job. And considering that I did do a tour last week, which was a very weird tour, but I did do a tour last week. I do still have one more paycheck coming in. And I do work as an independent contractor, but I think they're going to make provisions for us, gig employees, if you will. Can I take vacation time? I don't have vacation time. You just got your last paycheck? Yeah. I'm going to be getting my last paycheck in 2 weeks. So I have 2 more weeks of a little bit of money coming in. And then after that, that's it. A lot more people on this end of the bike path here. I appreciate that, Chrissy. Yeah, I'm an independent contractor, so I kind of had to take care of myself in this case here. So got to start fishing to eat. Yeah, I think a few people will be doing that already. That are pigeons. Don't eat pigeons. No, she's an interior decorator, so she did work quite a bit the last 2 weeks, but now she's just like all of us. She's going to be stuck at home. So beginning tomorrow, she cannot go to work. She has been going to work because she does work with construction. So yeah, it's going to be crazy, Laurie. There's Fort Hamilton High School, formerly the Crescent Club, back in the day. Norman's waving to his old alma mater. Let's keep moving. Mom's doing great. Mom's doing fantastic. Just monitoring them, because if anyone has this stupid disease, if they're saying that 70% of the population has it, then I probably do. I probably have it, because I do interact with people who come off of airplanes and all that. So, oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Susie. I really appreciate that. Good to see you, John. Good to see you. Amp High Events, hello. Checking in. Self-quarantine out there in Tucson, Arizona. Good to see you out there in Tucson, Arizona. Just in time, the Manhattan skyline is beginning to emerge. It's Gail. Oh, Gail Cohen. Good to see you, Gail. Welcome, Gail. That's Norman's friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome out there in Tucson. See, this is the crazy thing about this whole thing. It's like we're all affected by this no matter where you are on Earth. It's kind of amazing. Yeah, Lori, we're not gonna be here to complain about it. So if I feel like talking about stuff, I will, but I'm not gonna only talk about it. So we know what's up. We know the problems that are ahead of us, and I just want to keep this as positive as I can, but also informative. How's the construction going on in Coney Island? Well, it was going on pretty good. Most of the track for the kiddie coaster is here. They've been working on the foundations, and if you check out Dig Ziggin's Twitter page at Dig Ziggin, the unofficial mayor of Coney Island, he actually has some fantastic pictures of all the construction that's going on right now. I'll see you later. Free to laugh now. Coming up on 80th Street. 80th Street overpass coming on up, and then once we pass the 80th Street overpass, you will see the skyline of Lower Manhattan. Coming up next. Your husband is a computer tech at the high school, and he's trying to get a computer for online learning. Oh, yeah. A lot of people getting technology for distance learning. It is a whole new world. But when were they planning to open Coney Island? The official opening date was supposed to be April 5th, but that has been pushed back indefinitely. If we're lucky, it's going to be May. To be honest, I'll be absolutely heartbroken if we couldn't make May 20th, which is the Wonder Wheel's birthday. So Wonder Wheel turns 100 on May 20th, Memorial Day. And yeah, I'll be absolutely heartbroken if we do not make that date. But I cannot put it out of the realm of possibilities. I have to be a realist here and not try to candy coat myself into denial. Because we live in a very interesting time right now. We live in a very interesting time right now where everything is really fluid. Stuff could change at the moment. So, but yeah, unfortunately, but when Coney Island opens up, when Coney Island opens back up, we're going to be there. We're going to ride that Wonder Wheel. Lower Manhattan skyline now in view. And if you look to your left-hand side of the screen, you could maybe just make out Statue of Liberty. When we get out onto the 69th Street Pier, I will show you the Statue of Liberty and Lower Manhattan, then we'll start making our way back. Yeah, I hear that, Susie, man. Yeah, I'm hoping for May. I'm hoping for May also. But I'm a realist, and April is going to be, like I said on the Pix 11 News, like I said on my Facebook, with all my friends, while April is not dead, it's going to be different. And that's all we could do and say. But you plan up to visit your uncle, aunts, and cousins. Very nice. I think when we get to the pier, I'm gonna have a little sip of my drink. Have a blue Gatorade drinking today. Drink a little bit of my blue Gatorade And then we'll start making my way back to the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Unfortunately, Nabil, no. We're in a crazy news cycle right now where they're not saving individual news pieces. So I have been looking for it. Haven't been able to find it. But maybe it's up now. I do not know. But Greg Mocker was the reporter. So if you want to search Greg Mocker by his reports, you could do that on the Pix 11 website. You're drinking a green Mountain Dew. Enjoy the green Mountain Dew there, Norm. Enjoy the Mountain Dew. Yes, blue Gatorade is glacier flavor, whatever that means. World Trade Center. Off in the distance, roughly icy, very nice. Lower Manhattan, roughly 8.5 miles from this point right here, as the crow flies. Wepa! Osvaldo out there in Puerto Rico. Good to see you, Osvaldo. Welcome. Isn't glacier water? Exactly. What is glacier flavor? It's water. When the traffic dies down, it gets very eerily quiet, I have to say. When the traffic dies down, exactly, it starts out icy. Then as you enjoy the beverage, begins to defrost. Good day to you there, Dave. Good to see you down there in the great state of Georgia. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We're just about 48 minutes into our 3-hour odyssey here, where I am going to walk 9 miles here on the live stream. Starting to run there? Good. That's what I like. Making our way out to the 69th Street Pier right now. Now that's social distance, exactly, yes. I am staying intentionally very far away from people. The problem is that some people are seeing me live stream here and they're walking into the camera. That seems to be a little bit of an issue here. Got snow there for you tomorrow? Good. I'll keep everyone inside. My dad was complaining about that this morning. He was like literally yelling, it should snow. We need a blizzard. Good to see you, Meg. Are you walking 25 miles each way, for real? Let me stay back over here. As people give me dirty looks for live streaming. I love that. I like that. I'm on one of those moods right now where whenever I feel people's eyeballs on me, what you don't see is me staring at people as I walk straight here. Exactly, just block the whole pathway, don't you? Cough and run, there you go. At least it's not windy. That's right, Coney Island Jim, good to see you. Oh wow, hail today out there in Indianapolis. And snow in St. Louis. A little bit of a potpourri for everyone. We will be here until sunset. If the walk goes according to plan, we're going to be staring at sunset during the 6 o'clock hour. Oh, 25 degrees, what? 25 Fahrenheit each way. The coach, oh, okay. 25 feet each way. It's nature staying home, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of funny, Tracy. I saw a little bit of that. On Duty Run's live stream there. I think over here in New York, people are just more curious about seeing the live stream and seeing what the hell I'm doing. I am in full live streaming gear and mode right now, so I have wires. I have my backpack on me. I have wires coming out of my pockets. So yeah, 25 feet each way from the dryer to the sofa. Nice. You're welcome to the market soon. Awesome. Be wary though, but make sure it's still open because a lot of places are closing early today since this whole thing starts up at 8 o'clock. So be prepared for some food establishments to close early. My beer store though, he's the best guy. My beer guy's like regular hours. My beer guy's like regular hours. I don't care. Yeah, probably Coney Island, baby. Probably. A lot of people down here. A lot of people down here in the northern end. Oh, it's only down the block? All right, that's good, Norm. A lot of people down here in this end. Gotta make sure I'm good. $76 and sunny down there in Arizona. You bought the boys a chainsaw, made them do yard work. Nice. Get those boys to work there. Why not? Yeah, there's a lot of people down here. There was a lot more people down here than I was expecting, but then again, it's not like a bad day weather-wise. So, that's the thing. You've been eating, you look, exactly, me too, Susie May. Me too. I have been making it a point, even though DoorDash and, DoorDash and Seamless have all waived their delivery fees. I am only ordering from local places. I am still eating Chinese food. We actually had Chinese food the other night. So, basically how we stocked up in our house is we have provisions for more than 2 weeks in our home, but in order to hold off on using that, we are supporting our businesses while we still have a little bit of money to eat out. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, gotta support local businesses if you can. People creeping up on me on the stream here. He just walked right behind me. Okay, I get it. You've been, what? Been out of supplies for a handful of Purells. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can find that stuff there. If you go around, you can find that stuff. Exactly. Why eat food you just bought for a shutdown? Exactly. If you still have the money, then go out, eat out. You know, save money on gas and all that good stuff, and you'll be fine. Yeah, well, I'm lucky. I still have my beer store open. I have done a moratorium. I'm trying not to drink as much. And doing the radio show is definitely helping me not drink. But I have chose not to drink. I haven't drank in the last two. Well, I had one drink on Friday, but that was just a one drink. Then I had coffee after that, and I rode a bike. So I don't really consider that having a drink. But I think the last 2 days I really haven't drank. So I might drink today, considering I'm doing this walk and my feet might hurt later. Even with the crazy requests, exactly. It's cold today. You're moving stuff every day. Downsizing. $1,000 cheaper place. I hear that. It's always good to downsize. Keep life simple. Yeah, gas prices have dropped out here too. 16-year low. Oh, absolutely. Osvaldo, exactly. Now, he tried to sneak up on the stream. He was literally about 3 feet behind me, that guy. And I literally heard whatever's in his pockets wrangling around. And then I turn around, there he is, literally breathing on me because he wants to hear what I was saying. So, Today's one of those days where if you act stupid, I will put you on the stream and shame you. Just cracked open a cold one playing Red Dead Redemption. Waiting on some email replies. Very nice. 174 there for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my best not to drink. I think I might drink tonight considering this walk that I'm doing today. But then I won't drink probably until maybe next weekend, I think. I'm going to try to maybe keep my drinking to only on the weekends. But I think considering what's about to go down tonight at 8 o'clock, it was only appropriate to do that. Good to see you there, Finn. Exactly there, Dave, exactly. Try to be Brooklyn there, Meg. Try to be Brooklyn. But we have made it. It's the 69th Street Pier. I know virtual NASCAR is better than actual NASCAR, Norm. Virtual NASCAR is better than actual NASCAR. Have some cleaning. What? Have some spaghetti and do. Nice. Now you're hungry now. That's good. I know. I appreciate that. Lori. I appreciate that, Susie May. Yeah, you're not drinking either? Yeah. I'm doing my best not to drink. Visit the state park. You love that place. There's many state parks here. You got to be a little bit more specific. And I can't really travel far from home nowadays due to all the limits in movement. Feed the beds. Chop it's a bag. Ferry. South Brooklyn ferry boat leaving. Exactly. Sleep is now the challenge for me. Because, I'm not going to lie, it keeps me up at night. Oh, a skate park. I don't go skating there. Oh, you know about the skate park in Owl's Head? Yeah. We're not going to go to the skate park in Owl's Head, but... Have I seen the Jimmy Fallon YouTube videos? No, I have not. I should get a VR device. It'd be great. Get a VR device for... If anyone wants to super chat that to me, that'd be great. Exactly. Sleep is a thing. I cannot wait until Governor's Island opens up. You know what's the sad part about Governor's Island probably not opening up on time this year is evidently they made a pledge to have Governor's Island properly connected to a cell phone network. So, yeah, we're gonna, hopefully that still goes through and I'll be able to live stream a lot more from over there, especially from inside of the buildings out there. And boom, there goes the copyright on the video. Copyright is cooked. Yes, Bill Clinton the government sold Governor's Island for $1. Someone tell me the secret to sleep. Meditation. All right. Yeah, Governor's Island is beautiful. All right. There it is. There's your Lower Manhattan. With the South Brooklyn boat making its way up to Pier 11 Wall Street. Exactly, time for me to drink a little bit of the glacier. I love that beautiful view. Number 1 World Trade Center right down there. Let's look up the harbor here. Yeah, I know. We have good. Yeah, don't worry about Jimmy Fallon. We could just barely see the Brooklyn Bridge from here if you look really close. You can see the Empire State Building. You could see, let's zoom all the way in here. All right. So we could see the silver rectangular building on the far right-hand side. That's the Citicorp building. Then the next silver building over with the silver needle on top of it, that is the Chrysler building. Then the white building, the taller white building, that's like a rectangle, that is 432 Park Avenue. Then the next tallest building over to the left-hand side is that wide black and white tower with the black top on it. It's under construction. That's One Vanderbilt. And then there's a bunch of other buildings in the way, like 180 Maiden Lane is in there. And then just behind all those, Empire State Building is directly in the middle of the shot now. And then we keep on moving over. The building with the green top on it, that's 40 Wall Street, the Bank of Manhattan building. And And then there is, of course, #1 World Trade Center, tallest building here in the city, 1,776 feet tall. We keep on moving over. There's our ferry that just left. There's our ferry that just left the 69th Street Pier, making its way up to Pier 11. Off in the distance, the orange boat, that is the Staten Island Ferry. And then behind the Staten Island Ferry is Hoboken, New Jersey. As we make our way down, it almost does look fake, right? As we make our way down, we have our skyline there. That is Jersey City, New Jersey. And as we keep on making our way down, there she is. Liberty enlightening the world, the Statue of Liberty. 351 foot tall, 1 inch. The 7 points in the crown are for the 7 seas and 7 continents of the world. That torch she is carrying high is of enlightenment. The torch is made of copper, clad in 24 karat gold leaf. And it's a new torch that was created in 1986. The original torch from 1886 is down in the Statue of Liberty Museum, which is on Liberty Island, just opened up last year. And hopefully when all this nonsense finishes, you'll be able to go out there and visit it. Yes, it's not connected by land, it's connected by a bridge, Tracy. It's connected by a little bridge. But nobody's allowed on the bridge other than staff for Liberty Island. Well, there you have it. As the wind picks up, there is your New York City skyline right there. Yeah, it's not connected by land, it's connected by a little bridge. 69th Street Pier. Yeah, you'll be able to come back, man. This is just a temporary little lapse here. You can see this pier, the opening to the show, Blue Bloods. You remember the lady who climbed the statue? You remember that last year? That was kind of funny. We did a live stream about that. We did a live stream. Now, just behind Liberty Island would have been Black Tom Island. Today, that's part of Liberty State Park. Remember that live stream? It was a funny live stream. All right. 63 minutes into the live stream. I guess it's time to make our way back towards 4th Avenue. Looks like we're walking into the wind. Going back the other way now. So let me apologize. Sorry about the wind noise. Definitely a little bit fresher walking in this direction here, but it's refreshing. And let me actually take a little sip of my drink now. How did Black Tom Island get its name? I have no idea. That's a great question. I do not know. I'm assuming because it was a munitions depot. Since it was a munitions depot, it'll be, it's black. But good to see a native New Yorker. Welcome. Take a quick sip of my drink here, and then we'll continue on. Trying to pace myself out the best I can. Da-da-dee. Da-da-dum. Yeah, a little bridge. There's a little bridge that takes you over. Oh, it's on the other side. It's a little bridge that takes you over from Liberty State Park over to the statue. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, native New Yorker. It's all good. All right. Okay. Boom and boom. Let's go. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff on Liberty Island. You have a great museum and a little bit of a park on Liberty Island. Nice little spot to visit. I always recommend though going to Ellis Island. Ellis Island's always, you feel more history at Ellis Island than you do on Liberty Island. And there's one attraction I do not recommend, and that is climbing up to the crown of the statue. The crown of the statue is not a very pleasant experience, and especially during the summertime, it gets quite hot near the top. So going up to the top of the pedestal is more than enough. So is the island man-made? It's partially man-made. The original name of the island was Bedloe's Island, and the statue is actually constructed on top of a fort that was built for the War of 1812. It is a beautiful day. Do people put bird feeders in New York City? Some people do. Some people do. Some people do. Yeah, we people don't need it. Named after a dark-skinned fisherman? Okay. Thanks for going live. Oh, yeah, thank you so much for watching, tuning on in, Josh. We're going to be here for a while. I'm going to be here for another 2 hours at least. We're going to walk 9 miles here on the stream. Ah, there you go. There's the info. Thank you so much for the link, Tracy. Looks like if everything goes according to plan, we're going to get a really nice sunset. No, I have not seen any birds with Mexican sombreros on. No, I have not. Yeah, we're going to watch sunset. Sunset is about, what time is it right now? It is 5:12. At 7:12 or 7:11 is going to be our sunset tonight. And if everything goes according to plan, we'll be right by the Verrazano Bridge once again. Gotta up the pace here. Yeah, a lot of people down on this end here. Maybe I'll bump into Joey. Yeah, Joey will end up down on the other end where we're gonna go. So if he's anywhere, he's gonna be down on the Bay Parkway end. And that's where we're going. We're gonna go down to the Bay Parkway end right now. So if he's down there, we'll definitely go say hello to him. Eventually I'll be heading towards you, yeah. Gonna head down towards Bay Parkway and the water. And then I'll turn around and hopefully it will be around 6 o'clock. So this next segment here, I gotta bang out in 50 minutes, but we'll see. Even if it's dark, I'll keep on going. Might be fun to see the whole sky change colors and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just basically going along the waterfront here. Basically just going along the waterfront, doing a big lap of the waterfront. I have never done this on foot in my life. I've always done this on a bicycle. I've actually live streamed a few times when we rode the whole length of this thing back and forth on a bicycle. I've never done it walking. So this is a first for me. Exactly, so as long as I'm home by 8, which I should be. I should be home by 8. And when I do end the walk, I'm going to be relatively close to my house anyway, so. Gotta make sure I get beer at the beer store. That's all I gotta do. But again, once 8 o'clock comes around, that does not mean that you're not allowed to go outside. It's just the new rules will be in effect. who knows how long those rules are going to go on for. Now you feel like yourself. Good. As we make our way down, going back into the 70s again. Looking out over towards Staten Island right now. What are the new rules? The new rules are basically you are to shelter in place, and you're not allowed. Well, you're allowed to leave your house for recreation or getting out to the stores and whatnot, but no groups larger than 2 people. Or no groups at all, I've heard. And they may close parks, so who knows about that area. No group recreation whatsoever. I think what made me, I woke up very sad this morning, and I think the reason why I woke up sad is because there was no Coney Island Fun Day. You know, we usually on Sundays, we're here to watch the polar bears swim, and unfortunately, that's not happening today. Yeah, bike rides with gimbals allowed. Yeah, I don't like putting the gimbal on the bike though. It doesn't work very well. They haven't made a good enough gimbal to put on bicycles. When I first got the DJI Osmo, I did buy the bike attachment, and it didn't work very well. You're waiting for reports from Coney Island. You've heard they're heavily patrolled. I wouldn't be surprised. Love those spring breakers in Florida. Yeah, they're really fucking up everything. No, all the polar bear swims are officially suspended for the rest of the season, unfortunately. So when we were there 2 weeks ago, that was our last polar bear swim. So no more polar bear swim. Polar bear season has unfortunately come to an early end. But we will be back. We will be back. We'll be back better than ever. Yeah, all essential stuff is open here in New York, but now barbershops are closed, and nail salons and whatnot are all closed now. You say fence them in, okay? What about the people who need to swim to become members? All the swims they did this season will roll over until next season. So Crazy Coney Island kid only had 2 more swims to go. He will have to wait to do those 2 swims next season. And but everyone who was a Cub this year, all their swims will roll over until next year. So that is the plan. As we stroll down the Narrows, as you look across towards the setting sun and Staten Island, yeah, no, the season for the polar bears is done, because the last week of polar bear season is in April. So, at this point, yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks at this point, but it's probably going to be longer. I'm assuming it's going to be a month. I'm assuming it's going to be a month in totality. So that is just my personal theory. I hope soon, Dutch. It's a huge pothole in the roll of life. Yeah, it's just a big happening, but we're not the only. You know, I could unfortunately rest assured that I'm not the only one. So it's affecting everyone along the supply chain. Yeah. No, I have a feeling the weather's going to get really nice. Like I said, with the lack of human beings traveling around, it's going to get warm fast. So I have a feeling this summer may be a pretty hot one. Oh, I'm working on mile number 5 right now, Josh. So from 4th Avenue to the 69th Street Pier, evidently, is already. Oh, actually, no. That's 2 miles. 2 miles. So I'm working on mile number 3 right now. I'm working on mile number 3 right now. When we get underneath the bridge, that will be mile 4. Then when we get out towards Fort Hamilton, that'll be mile 5. And then mile 6 will be over at at Caesars Bay and Bay Parkway. And then we'll make our way back. And then by the time we're underneath the bridge, that will be mile like 8.74 or something like that. Victory Gardens need to come back there, Laurie. Everyone needs to rediscover a Victory Garden. Your daughter closed her massage business. Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of those businesses will be closing across the country. So they're closed here in New York as of right now. They're not allowed to open. Once again, ladies and people staring at me like I'm crazy. I have no problem staring back at these people making faces. I have no problem, especially from a guy who's wearing a mask improperly. Good to see you there, Chris MG. Welcome out there in Grenada. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. Everyone follow Chris MG. She's a great YouTuber out there in Grenada. I am so sorry. I heard, does Jamaica have their first case yet too? I heard Jamaica was like one of the few Caribbean countries not to have it. Me too, Adam. You garden every year, so Susie May knows what's up with the Victory Garden. But remember that when the quarantine finishes, if it does finish, let's say April 5th, that does not mean that Coney Island's going to open right up. So it's going to take some time. Oh wow, Jamaica has 12 cases. Holy cow! This really did go everywhere. Oh my God, Adam putting $2 for my 6-pack of beer. Thank you so much, Adam. How windy is it out here? Not windy at all. Very light breeze. Good to see you there. Cannot pronounce your name, but good to see you. Wow, that's so sad, Norm. I'm so sorry to hear that. I have a feeling a lot of us are gonna have. Oh, it's Max. Okay, good to see you, Max. Max, you should put your Instagram in there. Put your Instagram in there. Put your Instagram handle in there. Now, Max did an amazing collaboration with the great Danielle Mastrian. And they made an awesome Tilly face. And you could check out. There it is. Everyone check out Made in Brooklyn Company. where you could buy some awesome merchandise. Rode it out, doing better now. That's good news there, Norm. Back in the United States. Awesome. Is New York a windy city? New York is actually more windy than Chicago. Good to see you there, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. We've got 2 Norms in the house now. But everyone, check out Made in Brooklyn Company. You can buy a hat like this. Go to Made in Brooklyn Co. over there on the Instagram for really cool apparel. Gotta help out my artist friends. Your brother in Little Rock and his wife tested. Wow. I'm glad they're feeling better too, Dave. All right, you want one of those? Go to Made in Brooklyn Co. Made in Brooklyn. He has many, many more really cool hats. So that's why you want to check out Max's Instagram. It's good stuff. But he did an awesome collaboration with Danielle Mastrian, working on a big old Tilly head made out of wood. There's the link. Thank you so much, Nibble. There's the link. Yeah, a little cheap plug there. Little cheap plug. Walking into the wind, a little bit cooler than walking with the wind. I have a feeling once we turn around past the Narrows and past the Verrazano, it's going to get a little bit more windy. I forgot to check the wind direction before I started the live stream. Forgot to check it out. Doing my best to show social distance. Hopefully I'm down here along the waterfront when the USS Comfort comes into the harbor. I heard that's going to be either on Wednesday or Thursday. The USS Comfort, a big military ship with over 1,000 hospital beds on it, will be coming into the harbor. Definitely want to see that ship come in. And if it doesn't come all the way into the harbor, it'll probably dock just off of the coast here at Gravesend Bay. So either way, it's going to be right here. And hopefully we'll be down here to see it live, here in the live stream. I'll see you later there, Lori. As we make our way down, we're gonna see just coming up on 86th Street now. Thank you so much, Norm. Hope you're doing great out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. And the other Norm says they're supposed to, yes, they are using the Javits Center. Yes, they will be converting the Javits Center into a bit of a triage. They may turn a lot of places into triages, like Barclays Center and Madison Square Garden and stuff like that. So once again, that is not out of the realm of possibilities. Tank. Did you get the name of that tanker just now that we were looking at? The glare is a little bit too much into the sun for me to read the names of the ships right now. My transitions lenses prevent me from reading the names of the ships. Why not shipping to PR? I do not know. I do not know. Verrazano Narrows Bridge straight ahead of us. And coming into view in a little bit, you're going to see a footbridge. That's going to be the 92nd Street footbridge. And then when we pass underneath the Verrazano Bridge, that'll be 101st Street, 4th Avenue in Bay Ridge. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, Susie May. That's crazy. Yes. Yes, Dave. Yes, anybody who does not have an infection, who is like injured from whatever else, will be sent to the USS Comfort. New York City hospitals only have about 9-10 days of supplies left. So hopefully we will enact the, what's it called? The War Production Act opportunity. What, are you reading the boat names? That might be the name of that ferry, is the Opportunity. What are the green leaves? What? What are the green leaves on the ground painted for? That's just the Parks Department logo. That is just the Parks Department logo. That is it. No reasoning behind it. I think when we get to the other footbridge, there's another one of those logos painted on the ground. Robinson Lopez, boa noite, Brazil. Good to see you, Robinson. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you there, Melissa. Doing fantastic. Just about coming up on an hour and a half into our little walk. Perfectly fine bike path to your right. Just gonna stick the camera. And hey, mind you, I'm a cyclist. That guy was running in slow motion, okay. You might be really far back in the chat there, Tracy. Just went live. You was black for over 30 seconds. Oh yeah, well I was still sharing out the stream there, Dave. Oh, just took your time for you. So okay, cool. Doing any bike rides this week? Not for work, but for me, yes. Yeah, sometimes they're Tracy. I mean, sometimes they're Susie May. Absolutely. Sometimes you lag out. Sometimes. Okay. As we continue on, 92nd Street footbridge coming up, and then after that, Verrazano Bridge. And when we pass under the Verrazano Bridge, that will be mile number 4, roughly. Not exactly, but roughly. Go shopping there, Norm. I'll see you later. Get your snacks. Get some snacks ready. If it's nice weather this week, I wouldn't mind riding my bike back out to Fort Tilden again and sit on the beach for a few hours. I might do that again. It might be warm enough to do that again later on this week. So that is a, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be 55 degrees, but it's gonna be raining tomorrow. Not the best day to go riding, but tomorrow I may just, if the weather's really bad tomorrow, I'll be on Twitch and we'll do the radio show. What else can I do? And if you don't know, guys, the most interactive live stream on the internet is on my Twitch station. Go to my links here on my YouTube channel and you'll see a link to my Twitch station, my Twitch channel. And over there I do something I cannot do here on YouTube, which is DJ copyright music. And we do something called the radio show. We did 5 hours yesterday, and expect more 5, maybe 8-hour shows to come. And it's been amazing requests, especially yesterday. We had some amazing requests. And if you get yourself a Twitch account, you could also comment and join in on all the fun. The only live stream powered by you, the viewer. 82.9 WMAZZ Rebel Radio. Yeah, uninstall it, reinstall it again. That seems to be an issue with Twitch sometimes. There's the link. Thank you so much. If you're like crying, it's okay. Yeah. That rebel. I want my rebel radio. I want my rebel radio. As we keep on going. Coming up on 94 minutes on the live stream. I'll tell you, it's definitely a little bit chillier walking slightly against this breeze. A little chilly, but now I wouldn't say cold. Not cold enough for me to break out my gloves. I do have a glove on me, or my gloves on me. Do not have them on just yet. So I don't need it. As we continue on. listening to the pitter patter of the ocean. Great radio show yesterday, Alistair Bruce. Absolutely. Great show yesterday. Fantastic 5 hours of content. Tell you, the March 2020 playlist. If anything good comes out of this, the March 2020 playlist. Beautiful view, right, guys? Looking down over Staten Island, the Narrows, the entrance to New York Harbor. Almost feels like a normal day down here. Almost feels like a normal day. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Dave. The game is definitely being played better and better as people learn the latency on Twitch. That last round, hour number 5 yesterday, last round was insane. Like a Monet, right? Like a Monet. Looks like a beautiful picture painted like a Monet over there. Mom is bomb, hello. That's true there, Jim. That's true. Oh yeah. Yeah, Dave, latency is hit and miss depending on where you are in the world. But that's why I have the clock on the screen now when we do the radio show. Nice view, right? Welcome to Brooklyn. Welcome to Brooklyn, welcome to Bay Ridge. There's the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. We're walking towards that right now, and then we're gonna go past it, make our way out towards Bath Beach. Good to see you, Coney Island, baby. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon, evening. But we had some great music yesterday. Yeah, pay attention to the clock. The clock on the screen, it really helps out. You could really get your latency low when you look at the clock there. You can definitely tell when we come around the Narrows here, it's going to get quite windy. But then when we turn back around, we'll have the wind at our back. Called a friend, but you're back now. Awesome, it's coming back. We're just at around 97th Street now. Been on the people, everyone's been on the phone. My mom has been on the phone constantly all day today. I think now with this forced vacation, you did pass the one of those rounds there, Nibble. Yes, you did. But I think now is the time with our forced vacation. We could all talk to people now and catch up. Oh yeah, right? Right, Coney Island, baby? Absolutely. Oh, you're more than welcome, Tracy. Or asleep. Yeah, that's what moms do, talk on the phone. That's right. Yeah, mom's been on the phone all day. But now is the time to catch up with people. Now is the time to let your loved ones know you love them. There you go, native New Yorker. Yeah, they know the ins and outs, exactly. Yes, my mom will be staying in. I'm really not letting my parents get out of the house much of all now, beginning tomorrow. I'll be doing everything outside for them. I will show you the bench that John Travolta sits on in Saturday Night Fever coming up. I will show you the bench. It's not the same bench now from 1978 when they filmed the movie, but the bench is in the same spot. Yeah, cracking the whip, yeah. Am I serious? Yes, I am. Hopefully nobody's sitting in it. And he writes towards me. He's such a nice guy. Wonder who has the original bench. I think they axed it. I think they replaced it. So it's probably in the garbage somewhere. When they redid this whole pathway, back when the seawall wasn't doing too good, this is back in the late 90s, early 2000s, they redid this whole pathway here. A lot of these areas where you see trees that used to be planted, we lost those trees during Hurricane Sandy. And a lot of them haven't been replanted. Like this tree right here. It's all bare. This got destroyed during Hurricane Sandy. And you can see there's another plot empty. If you were down here during Hurricane Sandy, the water was about 5 feet from where I'm walking right now. So about 5 feet high. I would have been up to my neck in water. Or maybe up to my head, actually, considering the wave action. Could have Coney Island, baby, but then you need proof that it's the bench. Like, how do you perfectly prove that it's the bench? There was nothing carved into it to say that that was the bench that they used. And the only reason why I know it's the bench, or the spot where the bench was, is because of one of the trees here. And if nobody's sitting in the bench, I will recreate the scene. I'll recreate the camera angle. I don't think anyone's sitting in the bench. Yes, it was. Down maple sapling. Oh, wow. It's good to know. Yeah, you can steal some pieces of the bench. Say it was. Yeah, it's all about proper documentation. Wind definitely picking up as I get closer to 4th Avenue here. Coming up on the little rest area. Ah, that's nice, Melissa. Watching my video from the other day when we walked over the bridge, over the Brooklyn Bridge. Is there a pedestrian path? No, it's only cars, Tracy. Tracy, if there was a pathway over the Verrazano Bridge, we would have done that a long time ago. We would have been up there probably a bunch of times already. All right. Now, this is how you know. This is how you know you have the Saturday Night Fever bench. There is a wider tree. And a lot of these trees were planted back then in the 70s. But there is this one tree in particular that I am going to show you. And I'm also going to block this guy from right now from riding his bike on the footpath. Sorry, man, you're on the footpath. All right, now you see this? You see this wider tree right here? This is the tree. This is the tree. See this widest tree? It's the widest tree out of the whole line here. And then you have the entrance from the one of the entrances from the rest stop here. But then look, we got the bench right here, and then they sat on this end of the bench. But there's bicycles coming up, so I can't get the shot right now. I'm gonna wait for the bicycles to pass here. Oh, there we go. Okay, now watch. Whoops. 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 There's the shot. There's the shot. Boom. See the shot, guys? Saturday Night Fever. Boom. Right there. There's the Saturday Night Fever shot. That is the shot from the movie. And you know, because you see this tree right here. But there you have it. There you go. Now you got to watch the movie. You're more than welcome, Melissa. I remember that in the scene where they talk about getting out of the neighborhood, that's where we began our live stream today. They talk about there's lots of things going on over there in Manhattan. Lots of things going on over there in Manhattan. That scene where they walk up a park, you see the Verrazano Bridge in the background. And then they go into a restaurant, which is today an auto tailoring shop, or whatever the hell you want to call those shops, where they decorate your car. And they go into a restaurant that used to be called Fisherman's Corner. Coming up on mile number 4 here on the live stream. Once I pass under the Verrazano, we'll be at mile number 4. And we're gonna keep on going down. Depending on how dark it gets, we may not make it all the way down to Bay Parkway. I'm gonna see what it's like when we get to Bay H Street. What? Okay. We're going at least 15,000 steps, Dave. At least. We're probably going to hit 20,000, if anything. We're going to probably hit 20,000. As we get ready to pass underneath the Verrazano Bridge, mile number 4, and then we'll continue on. At 22, there you go. You know what, Tracy? I'll put it up in the Discord server. How many steps I traveled today? I'll put it up in the Discord. Well, on a live stream, I think we once did 40,000 steps or 30,000 steps once on a live stream. We did something like that. Like, didn't we go like from Central Park all the way down like through the High Line or something like that once? There it is, 4 miles. 4 miles. 4 miles in. So my Discord link is here on my YouTube channel, all my links. So just go to my homepage here on YouTube and you'll see my Twitter link, my Instagram link, and you'll see my Discord link on there, my Twitter link also. Coming up on a very historic spot. Yeah, I think we did. A very historic spot right here. This is called Denzine's Wharf. And this is the spot that when the British finally left Brooklyn, they occupied Brooklyn from 1776 to 1787. In 1789, the last vestige of the British left from this spot right here. Something like 68,000 troops left on some 30-something ships from this spot right here. So this was the last spot where the British were on US soil in occupying fashion. If you go to a fantastic website called Forgotten New York, there's a great article about Denzine's Wharf, and it's Denzine's Wharf, like D-Y-N-S-E, something like that. Denzine's Wharf. And that was right here. We also, if you go to my videos here on my YouTube channel, we saw the great Jamie Monahan, a fantastic polar bear, a fantastic world swimmer. We watched her swim from Denzine's Wharf across the Narrows to Staten Island. She swam going across the current, and you can see a video of Jamie doing that right here on my YouTube channel. Oh yeah, no, we did it in the summertime. She didn't swim in the summertime, so it was fairly warm. But the current was insane. Like she was swimming against a cross current that was going like I think 8 or 9 knots. Connector, passenger. You talking about that ferry boat out there? When was that? That was in 2014, 2013. I forgot what I titled the video, to be honest, but maybe look up Urban Swim. I think I have the hashtag in there for Urban Swim. That's the organization that put together that swim. She has a very strong stroke. The great Jamie Monahan, she has swam the English Channel. She is the only American, male or female, to swim the length of Lake Geneva. It took her something like 22 hours to swim that freshwater lake. The water was so clear that in order to prevent her from getting a sunburn, she covered her entire body in zinc. There's an amazing picture of Jamie Monahan when she's out there in Russia, or was it Russia or Antarctica? And she's diving into the water with these amazing pieces of ice all around her. What do you call those things? Lake Geneva is huge. With icebergs. She went into the water with icebergs all around her. It's an amazing picture. I do call Jamie Monahan the Ice Queen because she is the Ice Queen. But I've been making videos on here since 2006, so I have quite a lot of content for you guys to watch other than my live streams. Off in the distance, Coney Island. We're not walking all the way down to Coney Island. Going to make our way almost there and turn back around. Absolutely, Susie May. Absolutely. Jamie's the best, though. She's such a down-to-earth human being. She's such a great person. I guess we're going to have to navigate around children who are clearly taking up the whole bike lane and not watching where they're riding. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Melissa. Yeah, I got lots of videos. I love YouTube. I've always loved YouTube. It's always been my out of all the platforms, it is my favorite platform. It's the one I never had to describe to people. The most people are here watching it. They've always kept a really good ecosystem here, and it's easy to maintain an ecosystem with your community here on YouTube. A nice, fun, and pleasant. Yes, YouTube does have a stronger connection than Twitch. Oh, you retracted that message. Yes. You retracted the message. But yeah, YouTube does have a stronger connection than Twitch. Twitch is geared towards more younger people. More younger people know what Twitch is, rather than people like in their 40s and 50s and whatnot. So if I say YouTube, everyone knows exactly what I'm doing. Urban Swim, yes. Look up Urban Swim and maybe Swim the Narrows, and you'll find the video. It's an edited video. It is not a live stream. This is long time before the live streams. As we're now, there it is. Fort Hamilton Parkway. Fort Hamilton. The actual Fort Hamilton, right over there. How deep is the water? Anywhere from around about 90 feet to 30 feet deep. Anywhere from 90 to 30 feet deep, depending on where you are. As we cross over the other side here of Bay Ridge, now south of Fort Hamilton, we are now looking officially at Graves and Bay. Looks like we're gonna unfortunately lose that sun behind the clouds. Hopefully we'll catch it coming back out. As we keep on going. It does sound like a cartoon, yes. It is a cartoon, how about that? It is a cartoon. Riding her bike in the footpath. So up ahead, so on this side over here, we're gonna go in kind of an order here. This is Fort Hamilton, right here. This is the only active military army base in the 5 boroughs here in New York City. And then further up, we're gonna encounter the neighborhood of Bath Beach. And then if we keep on going up the pathway here, we will encounter Bensonhurst. And then, hello. And then we'll continue on. All the way down there is Coney Island, right there where my finger is. That is Coney Island, way down there. So I live about 3.5 miles away, or 4 miles from Coney Island. 4 miles from Coney Island, just say. Hey, she had a smile on her face. I thought she was telling me to move away, but she was smiling and she waved. So Canarsie. Good to see you, Coney Island, baby. We can actually see Coney Island, baby. The apartment building is right there. So Canarsie, we're gonna keep on going down. So we're gonna pass Coney Island. We're gonna pass Sheepshead Bay. We're gonna pass Flatbush Avenue and Floyd Bennett Field. We're gonna pass all that. We're gonna pass Mill Basin and Garrettson Beach. and then we will be at Canarsie. Think of it like this. If I'm going on the highway here, down towards JFK Airport, a little bit before JFK Airport, I will encounter Canarsie. Then after Canarsie is Starrett City. And actually, that's where Danielle's mural is. She did a beautiful mural of Shirley Chisholm. And you can actually check out pictures of that if you want. But she painted this whole massive, like, barn building. It's huge, and she recently touched it up. But Shirley Chisholm Park, she did an amazing mural for. Am I walking to Canarsie? No, I'm not. You had a friend who grew up in Canarsie, awesome. No, I'm not walking to Canarsie. That's too long of a walk for me. I would ride a bike down there. I would gladly ride a bike down there. And we might do that. I might just do lots of adventures here along the waterfront since I could, like, physically get away from people. And I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be bothering me down here along the waterfront doing live streams. I will not go to places with a big density of people. Like, you're not going to see me live stream in Lower Manhattan for some time. You're not going to see me live stream from the Brooklyn Bridge, downtown Brooklyn, anything like that. I won't be down there for the next at least couple of weeks, unfortunately. We're going to be down here a lot. Urban Swim Narrows, there you go. Is that the Jamie swim? Exactly, I'm not supposed to leave, exactly. Let's see, what time we got here? 6 o'clock. Now see, 6 o'clock, I wanted to be down there at Caesars Bay making my way back. So I'm officially now gonna cut this walk a little bit short. And we're gonna go down to Bay H Street, and then we're gonna turn around at Bay H Street. Good to see you there, Wilbs. So this walk went from a 9-mile walk to, what is that there, 7-mile walk. We're knocking it down. You're taking 2 miles off of the walk here because I want to make sure that we're staring towards the sun when the sun begins to set. Doing great there, Wilbs. Feeling very safe. Just getting out of the house, getting a nice long walk in because the coming week, while the weather is not the best, we're gonna be at home. So we're gonna be at home. So you'll be seeing a lot more video game live streams. Rod J Beer Ventures in the house. Everyone follow Rod J Beer Ventures. He's a great beer vlogger. Good to see you, Rod. We're just here walking along the waterfront here in South Brooklyn. This is Gravesend Bay. We're right outside the entrance to New York Harbor. We're about to turn around. Once we get to that landmass down there, we're going to turn around, make our way back, and you'll see a view of the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Yeah, connect on gaming as well, absolutely. I'm only on PlayStation though, and my PlayStation name is DutchMaz NYC, all one word. At the Goat Simulator we might actually do tonight, Tracy. I'll see you later, Alistair Bruce. We may be doing a Goat Simulator later on tonight. We may drink and play Goat Simulator. Big old birds flapping around. Gotta love the Goat Simulator. Hey, you guys seem to really like that. You guys seem to really like the Goat Simulator. there we go. All right. All right, Rod. I'll keep a lookout for you over there on PlayStation. Wind picking up. Yes. The Coke Simulator, greatest of all time, right? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be awesome, Rod. We'll be doing a lot more live streaming on PlayStation. Social distancing in very much full effect. Anyone attempting to creep up on me here in the stream is getting a carrot on their face. We already had a couple of people who attempted to hop on the stream here. Oh no. Hey, Boo, why did he type out Rod? The mods are doing jobs. Rod's good people, Nibble. Rod's the wrong button. Okay, Rod, you might want to put that. If you put a link in or something like that, you might want to put it in again. My mods are fast because we want to keep a fun environment here. So sorry about that, Rod. Are like lightning over here, like lightning. It's exactly Wolves. Yeah, the fastest button in France, yeah. Oh, you wanted to copy down what he was sharing? Okay. Well, once the 300-second limit finishes off here, you want to put whatever information you put there on, you're more than welcome to. Now, if you ever see pictures of massive waves hitting Brooklyn, there's his YouTube channel. We're all very friendly here, exactly. If you ever see waves, massive waves hitting Brooklyn, this is probably the spot where you're seeing those pictures. We're coming up on Bay 8th Street. And I think due to the time here, we're not going to make it all the way down towards Bay Parkway. We'll make it to Bay 8th and then we'll turn around and we'll watch our sunset as we walk back towards 4th Avenue. Rod is good people. I'm good with my liquids right now. I'm not thirsty right now. It's all good, Wilbs. You want to make sure notifications are working. You can always unsubscribe, resubscribe, click on the bell, and then make sure if you're on an iPhone, go into your notifications and make sure it's turned on. Sometimes you have notifications turned on the YouTube app, but not on your phone. But that seems to be a way to get around it. Unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then hit that notification bell, and then you got to hit all notifications. You have a selection, got to hit all notifications, and then you'll, pretty sure you'll work. Coming up on 15 past the hour here in New York City. Got to get ready to turn around once again. Oh, wow. That's insane, Tracy. Okay. Well, the karma got him. The karma got the wine. See, like I said, I probably have it. I'm convinced I have it at this point. I am quite convinced I have the COVID-19. I'm quite confident of that, considering the line of work I do. And also, I've read a lot of stories about tour guide experiences and about how certain guides in Italy. I read a story about some tour guides in Italy and in Spain, which for me was very, very eye-opening. Keep drinking warm drinks, exactly. Bay H streets. Boom. There's your view. Bay H Street, 2 hours and 10 minutes into the live stream. Lemon hot water, absolutely. Hey, isn't this a great view? Hopefully sunset will brighten up underneath the clouds over there. So hopefully we'll get our sunset as we begin to make our way back towards 4th Avenue. But this is Bay H Street right up here. This is where Bath Beach is to our right-hand side, and Fort Hamilton is down over in that direction over there. We're on the other side of the Verrazano now. We're east of the Verrazano Bridge right now, or southeast of the Verrazano Bridge. The westernmost tip of Long Island you are looking at. Long Island / Brooklyn on your right-hand side. Staten Island on the other side of the bridge over there on your left-hand side. And we're gonna get going before I get too relaxed. Gotta keep the momentum going here. So now we're making our way back. So the walk got shortened by about 3 miles, or 2.5 miles, I should say, 2.5 miles. So instead of, I'm gonna have to retitle this live stream when I get back home. Very much a postcard view. Yeah, I want to be back at 4th Avenue by 7 o'clock, so I have time to go to the beer store, grab myself some provisions for tonight. And yeah, tonight I'm drinking. To hell with it. I'm going to drink tonight. Didn't drink the last couple of nights. Tonight I'm going to drink because I got this exercise in. So I'll work up on my carbs. Back! Rod J. Beer Adventures is back. Sorry about that, man. My mods are very fast. They're putting up your link, though. They're putting in your channel link there. But if you have anything else to say, Rod, please feel free. My mods are really fast. I have mods that we don't put up on any BS here on this channel. We try to keep always the chat pleasant and fun for everybody. You want to get a beer rant tonight? Well, guess what? I might play Goat Simulator while drinking beer. So that might be a really good beer rant tonight. I think we're either going to play Goat Simulator or we're going to build out our virtual community, which I have a game called City Skylines. And what I'm going to do... Oh, it's runs me getting beer. Okay, yeah. I drink Sierra Nevada Torpedoes. That is my go-to beer. That is my beer of choice. And I like Sierra Nevada Torpedoes for a few reasons. Might get some cider. Yeah, get some cider. But we might play City Skylines tonight, and we're gonna make like a kind of virtual community where I will give you a house, and we'll make the house historic. And then that'll be where you live in the virtual society there. And people will go to work and we'll take the train and then we'll build the city out around you. And as more people come in and more cool people come in, more importantly, we'll build out the city. But that's something to do where we could just kind of chill out, talk over it. I know Sierra Nevada has a 40th anniversary. I saw that. You know what, Rod? I may just pick that up tonight. Well, April, we're going to be doing a lot of these live streams. No, they did not add. They have not added the Northern Line to Train Sim 2020. I could put you in a high-rise apartment there, Adam. Yes, I can. What's going to be funny is I could actually rename like individual citizens in the city to your name. And what's funny about that is that since it is a virtual world, let's see how many lives you live, if you will, because you do die in the game. Characters do die. They live full lives and they die. So, yes, Sierra Nevada is as old as I am, 40 years old. It's a great brewery. But let's see how many lives you guys will live. Yes, Taco Bell is still open, only for takeaway and delivery. Seamless and DoorDash and Uber Eats have all waived their delivery fees, but I am choosing to only, if I do order out, I'm only eating from local establishments. So I have not had Taco Bell in quite some time. You want a historic Tudor home? We can make that happen. And everyone follow Rod J Beer Ventures, a fun channel. They're talking about my favorite thing, beer. I'll see you later there, Wilbs. I'll see you there, Wilbs, driving the Northern Line. Have a great evening. As the birds ride the thermals. A little updraft. Yeah, Eric Wilson, welcome. Okay, Eric. Very sorry to hear about that. You want to maybe April? Yeah, you remember this real estate has to spawn that way, so it's all about how it spawns. Oh my God, Tracy Taylor with the $30 super chat. You're way too kind, Tracy. You bought me my 6-pack and dinner. Thank you so much for the super chat. I cannot appreciate it enough. Have a great night, Melissa. Enjoy dinner. Stay strong. Stay healthy. But Tracy Taylor, thank you. You're way too kind for the super chat. Way too kind with the super chat. That's going to go a long way, trust me. That's going to go a long way. I appreciate that, Tracy. I appreciate that very much. And like I said, everyone, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because there is some stuff that I'm working on with friends to get you guys some more entertainment, some more live streaming entertainment. There may be a paywall involved. There may be a price tag of maybe $5, $10, but you're going to see some amazing entertainment. Once we get it all together, more details to come. So make sure you follow me over there on Twitter, because that's where I will talk about all that news. I appreciate that, Tracy. I appreciate it very much. We can order from local restaurants, have food and alcohol delivered. During all this time, I can't see why people reverse. Exactly, yeah, no, people may just get used to it and never, and keep on ordering, exactly. There's gonna be some new opportunities to come out of this. There may be some very unintended bonuses and consequences due to what's happening right now. And if we could all just make it through the next month, maybe 2 months, if necessary, we're going to make it out as a country better. But I have to say, the governors across all 50 states, the governors have really stepped up. Local governments down to the county and state and state and city and town governments have really stepped up. And I'm really proud of what a lot of politicians are getting out there, really fighting for the regular people. It's kind of amazing. You got to go out to the liquor store. Yeah, we have a delivery here for liquor and beer, but Everything's so close to my house. I'm just might as well get outside. Exactly. I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. But yeah, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen out of all this. I want to say, as a country, we're going to come out better. The governors, and I'm talking about Republican and Democratic governors, have really stepped up. I haven't heard of too many instances where local governments have let their people down. The ones that have let their people down tremendously. But here in New York City, Mayor de Blasio has been a kind of a voice of kind of brutal truth. Him and Corey Johnson, the city council president, they're kind of been just really just, no candy coating. While Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York, he has been a very positive, reassuring, and informative voice. And I cannot say that for the executive administration in the White House. The executive administration in the White House, the president's White House, has been nothing but a big disappointment. And what annoys me even more was that we could have been preparing for this in January, but the president chose not to because he was convinced it would make him look bad. So, very disappointed. This could have been a moment where the president could have shined and broke out of his predictable mold that he is in, but instead he chose to worry about himself than his fellow Americans. So I'm very disappointed. And I always give everyone the benefit of the doubt, especially in trying times like these. But to blame the Obama administration, to blame them for a bunch of things about not having masks and stuff like that, yeah, it's not called for. And I wish that he would take responsibility for it. But it seems to be he's not. It seems to be he's not. And as one of my favorite friends in my Twitter feed said, heck of a job, Brownie Part 2. Absolutely. I tend to agree that it's heck of a job, Brownie Part 2. He keeps calling it the Chinese virus. Exactly. He should actually be calling it, and I highly recommend watching the channel Serpentsa Z. He's the original Chinese vlogger. He was born in South Africa. He's currently living back here in the United States. But we should really be calling this the Wuhan flu. But to call it the Chinese flu, it's a good and a bad thing to call it the Chinese flu. It's a good thing to call it the Chinese flu because that's where it emanates from, and the Chinese government is actively trying to change the narrative and to say that it was created here in the United States or in Europe. So that is to really give it to the CCP and not the people of China. But unfortunately, people they think too simply. And if you say something like the Chinese flu, or the one that I really hate is the one that Kellyanne Conway uses, which is the Kung flu, that's supposed to be funny. Those just create strife in immigrant communities that don't need to be dealing with that right now. I think it should be called the Wuhan flu because Wuhan is where it emanated from, and the Chinese government, just like the United States government, had an opportunity to limit the spread of this thing, and they didn't do it. So I think it should be called the Wuhan flu. I don't think it should be called the Chinese flu. Remember that the Spanish flu did not even come from Spain. So, but yeah, Trump keeps on shifting the blame other than himself. I wish he would take responsibility because all the information is there, that they knew about this in December. They could have prepared for it in January. But more importantly, a couple of years back, Trump disbanded the pandemic response team. So that's the biggest one. That is the biggest one that nobody should hold the Trump administration. They should be held accountable for getting rid of the pandemic response team. And just because it was put together by Obama doesn't mean that it was bad. And in his eyes, the way he describes it, it's like, oh, well, these people could come back. Well, no, these are professional people that need to find work. Oh, yeah. It's really sad, Rod. It's really sad how Chinese people, which half of these people who are getting attacked, they were born here in the States. But all this discrimination and racism is really, really sad. And as a nation, we are better than that. But it's really sad. But to get rid of the pandemic response team was probably one of the stupidest decisions that he could have ever made. And now we are suffering for it. And this was never a hoax. You know, it's funny what the Washington Post did a great video montage of how Fox News changed their tone just 2 weeks ago. And I am perfectly happy with saying that Fox News is the enemy of the American people. They have not done really anything to help and inform properly the American people. And I just wish people will open their eyes. That's all I could say. I wish people would just open their eyes to this. But yeah, you guys know how I feel about this now, so you guys definitely know how I feel about this whole situation now. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to 4th Avenue, and when we get to 4th Avenue, we're gonna hang out on the hill, and we're gonna watch the sunset, and then we'll end the live stream here until 7:15 today. Thanks for forgiving me. I appreciate that. Ooh, the gimbal is low on battery. It is time for me to plug in the gimbal. Let me get over here. Time to plug in the gimbal. 6:35 here in the greatest city in the world, New York. Welcome. Just gonna plug in the gimbal now so we can continue our live stream here on the gimbal. So we can keep floating around until I'm done. Exactly, batteries always die when you're having fun. This is why I charged up everything today. This is why I charged up everything today. We could be here for like 6 hours. Such a pretty picture of the bridge, right, Gail? Hold on one second. Let me plug you guys in here, and then we will continue on. There it is. Oh my God, we got a lot of battery. We got a lot of battery here. Actually, let me do this. Instead of having the battery in my pocket, in my bag, I'm gonna have it in my pocket. So wind picks up. All right, continue on. Now I look really crazy with all the wires hanging out from my pockets. Now I look really crazy. There we go. There we go. What's this crane by the bridge? They're doing some repairs here on the bridge right now. They're working on the lower deck of the bridge. I want to say they're painting the bridge, but I'm not 100% sure. Beautiful views indeed, Rod. Hopefully that sunset's going to come out right behind the clouds, and we'll see the sunset. That's what that crane is for there. Yeah, the crane is on a barge. The crane is on a barge, and there's some. It's not necessarily driving piles into the water, but what it's doing is it drove like kind of legs into the water, so it won't move around. Kind of like temporary legs to keep its position. Sun's about to come out, looks like. Looks like that sun's gonna come out. Looks like we're gonna get our sunset. Exactly, Tracy. You want to keep it. You want to keep it in position. You want to keep it in position. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, everyone in the hospitality industry is being let go right now. So it's kind of rough for all of us right now. But we'll see what happens. That's all we could do at this point. Working under a table, okay. Well, coming up on 4th Avenue again. No, both the bridge has 12 lanes. Excuse me, the bridge has 12 lanes. 6 going in both directions on each deck. It's not like the San Francisco Bay Bridge where like the upper level goes one way and the lower level goes the other. You have 2 directions to travel on both levels. You're getting paid without payroll. That's not fun. That's not fun. Enjoy dinner there, Rod. Everyone follow Rod J. Beer Ventures. It's good people. Good to see you, Ted. Welcome. Just getting ready to do our come up here on roughly mile number 7 of our walk. And then we're gonna hang out on the top of the hill here and we're gonna watch sunset coming up next. We gotta hang out. Figure I'll do something that will tire me out. So I want to say this is mile number 6 as I pass back underneath the Verrazano Bridge. We got our sun coming back out. Just about a half hour away from sunset. We're gonna get up on top of the hill now, and we're just gonna watch the sunset together. And it is like windy in this little spot right here. It's always amazing how windy it is in this little spot right here. Always amazing. There it is. Right underneath the bridge. Okay, let's get up on the top of this hill here. Okay. Let's walk on the grass. Yay! Walk on the grass. Yay. All right, it's sunset time, ladies and gentlemen. Now, see this stump here? This stump for this tree has a great memory. I was 6 years old, and a centennial for the Statue of Liberty was happening. 1986. And we were having the parade of ships come in honor of the bicentennial for the Statue of Liberty. The tree was here. And what happened was little 6-year-old me climbed the tree, and then I got stuck, and the fire department had to help me get back down. And that happened, right? One of my earliest memories. One of my earliest memories. Hey! All right, we're on our hill. Everything timed out pretty good. We did not make it all the way down to Bay Parkway, but hey, we made it almost down. Sandy out there in Chicago, good to see you, Sandy. Good to see you, my friend. Just in time. Sunset, baby, sunset time. It's right about now. Love you too, Sandy. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Next time we come down here, we'll do the whole bike lane. We'll go all the way down. We were supposed to do 9 miles. We only ended up doing 6 miles. So we're supposed to do a 9-mile walk, ended up doing a 6-mile walk due to the timing of our sunset. We're 15 minutes away, about 20 minutes away from sunset right now. So next time we come down here, we may do the whole bike lane. But this is where I wanted to be for the end of the live stream, was right here. And we'll live stream a little bit more. We'll walk through the neighborhood one more time. We'll make our way back up to the house, and we'll end where we began our live stream in front of the Bay Ridge sign over there at the beginning of 5th Avenue. So yes, Staten Island is below the sun, correct. You're looking at the borough of Staten Island. Oh, Staten Island is home to famous comedian Pete Davidson. Interesting. I didn't know Pete Davidson came from Staten Island. It's good to know. As the sun gets lower, it's getting a little bit cooler and cooler out here. Very beautiful, very peaceful. This is where just a few weeks ago, the anniversary just passed where we were out here. We were out here watching the blizzard here. But 250,000 people watching. Always easy going up, never easy coming down. It's fine. Oh, and Sopranos Mustang Sally was whacked in Staten Island. There you go. Some fun food for thought there. Yeah, you was watching that day. Remember that, Chris? I sounded like a horse track announcer. I was answering up to 100 comments a minute. And that's when Periscope, the numbers were more accurate, by the way. That was when Periscope was way more accurate, and they didn't have as many, didn't have bots in the chat and all that. And the comments were flying, and we had at one point what was the live viewer concurrent number? It was something like 7,000 or something crazy like that. That was one heck of the Stella blizzard that was. Yeah, the anniversary to that live stream just passed. If there's one live stream I wish I had the replay for, was that one. I don't think Staten Island has a bad reputation, but Staten Island has a reputation for it not being able to. It's not very pedestrian friendly. Staten Island. It's very much car centric place. It's like the suburbs. Yeah, the early days of Periscope were amazing. Those were good days. That was when the numbers were accurate, and then once people began to manipulate the open API that Twitter uses and Periscope uses, that was the beginning of the end. And yeah, that's all. I'll leave it at that. I could go on and on about it. I'm not gonna go on and on about it here today. It's just a shame. But there's our sunset going over the Narrows right now. Verrazano Narrows Bridge to your left-hand side. Sun going down on the right. And then once the sun goes down, I'm going to make my way over to my beer store. Staten Island is still horse-friendly, Gail. There's actually a really funny video of a guy who rides his horse in his neighborhood in Staten Island to go to like Dunkin' Donuts and stuff like that, and like his neighbors want him to like get rid of the horse. Like the horse lives in like his backyard or something like that, and he rides his horse around the neighborhood. So, funny story. Don't you love seeing that reflection? Yeah, there's even more. Maximum reflection right there. Let's zoom on in there. Looking out at that Staten Island right there. I want to say the hill over on this direction here. This is the highest point in Staten Island. It's Toad Hill. And I wouldn't know the hill on the left-hand side, though. But I know that down there, this is called Battery Weed in Fort Wadsworth. You can barely see the fort building, but that's Fort Wadsworth right there. You got snow coming down over there. Can you believe that? That's good, Sandy. Keep everyone inside. That's what we need here in New York. We need a good snowstorm to keep everyone inside. It's kind of amazing. Like, I wanted empty streets and everything to do a live stream, but not this way. I wanted snow to be on the ground, damn it. I wanted some snow. Not this virus bullshit. But at least I know I'm not the only one out of work, and it's affecting all of us globally, which is kind of crazy, so it is what it is. Just got to roll with the punches here, and you expect to see a lot more of me on the live stream. Yeah, I know. I want a snow apocalypse, not a viral apocalypse. Exactly. I want snow on the ground, damn it. That's right. Do you like this nonsense? Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Let me know you care. Oh, wow. It took less than 24 hours for you to get dropped from the insurance company due to the second job closing. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that, Sandy. Hopefully we'll get some kind of financial aid. All of us working class people get a little bit of a financial boost and aid. And yeah, exactly. Stranger things have happened. I was seeing how New York City handled a viral epidemic that back in 1918, there was a bit of a bit of a virus that went around. So I saw how that played out and how it affected the city. So I'm not too worried about everything, but it's definitely scary. I'd be lying to say I wasn't scared. I'll be lying to say that I'm not. I don't feel in control, which is just Governor Cuomo actually mentioned that today. Like, you may feel like everything's out of control, but everything will be fine. And I'm going to go with that. Everything's going to be fine, and we'll make it through this. We will make it through this. And like I said, we'll make it through it probably even better than before, as I have an audience. Yeah, I have an audience gathering behind me here. You don't want to be on camera now, right? You don't want to be on camera. You're standing 3 feet behind me. Now you don't want to be on camera. All right. These people are funny. They see you with a gimbal. That's the problem. You see you with a gimbal. They see you with a freaking gimbal, and they're like, oh, what's he say? He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He could entertain me. No, not the same guy. No, some other guy. That's some other guy. He's like looking up here now. As I stare back down at him. Gimbal always makes people act weird around it. It's so funny how that. And then always the funny thing is when people think I'm talking to them, which is like, the world doesn't revolve around you. I'm not just talking to you randomly. Yeah, he didn't know. He did not like being called out. No, I turned around and I said, yeah, they're probably the same family. Yeah. Coming up on 6:55 here in New York City. Sunset time right about now here at the Narrows, here on the Brooklyn side of the Narrows, looking out towards the west, Staten Island, down beneath Verrazano Narrows Bridge, right over here. But we're going to keep it on that shot of the sun right there. As it does get cooler by the moment. Definitely getting cooler by the moment. The wind picking up ever so slightly. Definitely getting cold out here. Not like how the stream started out where it was like hot. Now it's like cold. But that is fine. But watching that sunset at around 7:10 today. Or they say 7:14. I think it's more like 7:10 it looks like. Looks like it's going to go behind some more clouds there, unfortunately. So not a perfectly unobstructed sunset. But it looks kind of pretty nonetheless. Ryan Tisdale out there in Wales. Welcome. Lights of the Verrazano Bridge just turned on. It was kind of cool. I was staring at the lights of the bridge here, and now they're turned on. There they are. Very nice sunset there, Deborah. Very nice sunset. As always, Naboul. Everyone follow Naboul. He's a great live streamer down there in the south of France. Definitely transporting us away from the everyday down there in Côte d'Azur. Thanks so much for tuning on in, Naboul. Being a good friend. Always appreciative of that. Yeah, you do a good job, Naboul. You do a good job making those videos. But there's your sunset. How am I doing there? Doing great. Doing good, doing good. Looks like that's our sunset. Yeah, right. Me too, April. Me too. You wish he was here right now. Well, soon, Ryan. Soon. Hopefully, when all this nonsense gets cleared up, you could make a trip out here to New York. And you can come on and hang out. Does look like a mustache, right? He's doing the Baby Yoda. Who sees the Baby Yoda? I see the Baby Yoda again. I see the Baby Yoda. I see the Baby Yoda head. I see the Baby Yoda. Who sees the Baby Yoda head? I see the Baby Yoda head right now. Right? You see the Baby Yoda, Adam? As the sun goes down for another day. Exactly. Baby Yoda's becoming like hitting Mickey's. Exactly. You see the Baby Yoda too there, Ryan? Final moments of the sunset right now. As the sun goes down for another day. Here in the greatest city in the world, New York. Gorgeous indeed there, Chris. You're more than welcome, Sandy. Sandy, thank you so much for tuning on in. In about 7 minutes, I will have officially been on live stream for 3 hours. Muckluck, welcome. Really like Moonset. At 4 o'clock in the morning jog is always a lot of fun, Muttluck. Is that Muttluck Motors? How long have I lived in New York? All my life. All my life. All 40 years of my life. Muckluck Motors, good to see you there. Thanks for tuning on in. Yeah, maybe, Sandy. We might do if we're going to do a record anywhere, we're going to be on the radio show. Muckluck Motors loves doing an early morning jog, I tell you what. Tuning on in from upstate New York. I know, Nebul. Yeah, I know, my friend. I know you have a lot more harsher rules out there in France. So I'll stay outside. I'll stay outside for you guys until I'm not allowed outside either. See those final moments of the sun. Absolutely, Sandy, me too. I think that is going to be it. Yeah, exactly. Gives you time to watch, yeah. Yeah, tomorrow, if you do anything, it's going to be a radio show all day tomorrow. radio all day tomorrow. What I want to do, what I'm aiming for, is I would like to do a radio show between 12 noon and 8 o'clock Eastern time. So be on for 8 hours a day and give everyone a nice little escape with all of your music. There goes the sun, guys, going down. About to get dark now. 7:03 here in New York City right now. 3 past the hour all around the world. And it is getting cold out here quick. Holy crap, it's getting really cold. Temperature just dropping like a brick right now. Getting very cold out here by the moment. Once we hit 3 hours, I'll start making my way back up to where we began our live stream. And we'll call it a live stream. 11:03 out there in Wales, United Kingdom. Awesome. Time check. Down goes the sun. Well, the sun looks like it's much more further down with my eyeball than on the stream here. The missus is in the house, basically finishing up what she's been working all week, so she's gonna be home now. So she'll be working from her computer, and then yeah, that's gonna be it. We're both gonna hunker down, and we're both kind of gonna. She's gonna be probably going back to work before I do, just because of the nature of her business. But we'll see what happens. But we're going to do all right. We're going to make it through, Sandy. We're all going to make it through. Yeah. There goes the sun. Final moments of the sun. We'll start walking back up to the beginning of where we live stream from. Yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. It's going to be good. Like I said, something tells me we may make it out of this crisis a lot better than how we entered it. We're going to learn a lot about ourselves. And, wow, you live in a place called Bridgend. That's awesome. And coming up on 1 more minute. We're going to be here for 1 more minute. And then we'll say goodbye to the water, say goodbye to the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, and then we'll make our way up through my neighborhood one more time. And air pollution is already down. I checked some amazing maps about air quality globally. And especially for here in places like New York, the air quality has actually improved close to 60%. The particle matters here in the city are down tremendously. This is why I don't think it's raining. This is why I think Friday happened the way Friday happened, was because there wasn't enough particulate matter to keep to form rain droplets. So everything dried out, and thus the sun came out, and we had a nice, great day in the sunshine where it got up to 77 degrees here in New York City on Friday. It was scheduled to only go up to 73 degrees. So it got very warm. And all of my predictions kind of came to fruition. It never really rained. It stayed really warm at night, and yeah, it was quite an amazing. I'm so happy I went to the beach, and got out and hung out with the great Danielle. I got to hang out with the great Danielle Mastrion, and then later on Max came out, and we stayed there until after sunset. And it was amazing. It was a fantastic Friday. And I think that's why I'm kind of sad the way I am today, is because Friday was such a great day. It was so much fun. And then yesterday going into today, it's just been just a downer. Just not, it's depressing. I'm not going to lie. I'm sad, but I'm going to persevere with all of you guys. We're all going to get through this together on live stream, and we'll make it through this. We'll make it through this. But there's your sunset. We have officially now been on live stream for 3 hours. So I've hit my 3-hour quota. So now what we're going to do is we're going to wave goodbye to the water, and to the Verrazano Bridge. It's like a painting, right? There's a little sweep here. One last sweep here before we go up into the neighborhood. But we're not done yet. We're going to walk through my neighborhood now. We're going to end the live stream where we began our live stream. But one last view around here. As the police creep up on me behind me here. One last view here. And now we're going to go home. We're going to go home. I'm like, where is it? I hear a car rumbling right behind me. These guys just totally creeped up on me here. Time to go home. Let's walk through the neighborhood here. Oh yeah, going by how my feet feel, I definitely need a 6-pack of beer. How about that, folks? I definitely need, feeling how my feet feel right now, I definitely need a 6-pack of beer. I definitely need a 6-pack of beer. It's like not even funny. Oh yeah, the balls of my feet are like all messed up right now. I can feel it. That's fine. I feel like I just did like a full day of work. That's what I actually feel like right now. Yeah, it just rolled up behind me. Ah, well. You ask for a ride home? No. I'm not going to put them at risk. Let me get back into my... Maybe wanted to see the live stream. Yeah, maybe. Let me get back into my rhythm here of walking. Let me get back into my pacing here. That's right, Rod. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to my beer store. I'm definitely feeling my feet right now after walking on my feet for 3 hours now. So we're gonna go to the beer store now. Somebody desperately wanting to be on live stream right there. Somebody desperately wanting to be on live stream. Ride the bike, get out of here. Social distancing, damn it. Social distancing. Ride the bike. Ride the bike, damn it. Ride the bike. Okay. A lot of police out all of a sudden. I see police everywhere all of a sudden. Police are in the parks. Oh, my PlayStation name is Dutchmaz NYC. All one word. Dutchmaz NYC. Have a great night there, Ryan. Be safe out there in the United Kingdom. Always, Nabul. Always. Always. Exactly, right. Right, 80s music fan? That's why we do the radio show. No. We haven't had any ATM lines here in the neighborhood. ATMs and banks have been fine so far. And actually my bodegas and my grocery stores around here have been good with toilet paper and paper products. Kind of hard to find baby wipes and hand sanitizer, but... Hey, remember that? The Dover Patrol Monument, right over there. Oh yeah, exactly. You gotta when you line up, you gotta keep 6 feet apart, right? When you line up, you keep 6 feet apart. Give everyone space. Give everyone space. Back on 4th Avenue. The new realities of our situation. Cecilia's back. Welcome, Cecilia. Yeah, we usually come up the other side, Tracy. We usually come up the other side here. All right, remember walking the neighborhood with me? Yeah, we walked around, waiting for Duty Ron. Hopefully Duty Ron when it's all finishes up, we'll get together with Joey, Brooklyn, and Judy around. We'll have a beer at the Wicked Monk. It'll be all coming back soon. We just got to hunker down for a little bit. Like I said, I think for some of the people, I did put out a poll saying, should I do this live stream today? Absolutely, yeah. Muttluck Motors knows his plans. I know a lot of people did not want me to do this live stream today. Oh, you got a wild monk there. Awesome. Yeah, we got the Wicked Monk here in Bay Ridge. But I know a lot of people did not want me to do this live stream because I think they were under the impression that I was going to walk into very populated and dense areas. I think for the last 3 hours, I proved that I stayed away from people. We didn't get too close to people. And kept my distance from people, more importantly. And I will not be live streaming for the next at least couple of weeks from anywhere in Manhattan or anything like that. It'll be all right here in the neighborhood. You'll see me down by the waterfront and whatnot. So I think people were under the impression that I was going to walk into Manhattan or into downtown Brooklyn. I am not intending on going into places like that. If I do go to places like that, I wouldn't be walking, I'll be riding my bike out there. But I know some people think when they stay quarantined or locked down that we here in the United States cannot leave our homes. We can leave our homes to go shopping, to get money, to get food and drink. But we could also get outside for exercise. And I am out here, first and foremost, for exercise. So live streaming is just an extra little bonus to that. And to take you guys outside. But yeah, I had a couple of people upset with me that I was going to do a live stream today. And to them I say, I have to live my life. I have to be able to get outside for just a little bit. And I'm not going to stay in my home and kind of ruin my body because people think it's not right to go outside. Like laundromats will stay open. Laundromats, banks, restaurants, bars will have takeout drinks. So you can go to a bar and get a drink, but for takeout only. Beautiful sunset indeed, Judy. I want to thank you so much for tuning on in. Almost done with our live stream. Almost done with it. I think what we'll do is, since you guys are here, might as well, we'll buy beer here on the live stream. We'll go to the beer store. My friend doesn't mind me live streaming in there, so we'll buy beer, and then I'll end the stream. So you will see me get my 6-pack of beer. It got cold out here quick. It is cold out here now. Holy cow. It got cold out here. But until I need a note to go outside for anything, I'm still going to go outside and get exercise. I'm still going to come outside, do live streams for you guys. But I'm going to do my best to obviously keep far away from people and not go to populated areas. So again, you won't be seeing me on Brooklyn. Believe me, I was tempted beginning tomorrow to be on the Brooklyn Bridge every day at noon to kind of give you the idea of what it was like. I'm not going to do that. Because a lot could happen with me on the bicycle, riding from here to there or back. I don't want to put any unnecessary strain on any of the hospitals and medical facilities that we have, because they are definitely being stretched to the limit right now. And while I'm not worried about necessarily myself getting into a really bad accident, I'm worried about the drivers, because the few drivers that are out here, they have been speeding excessively. So exactly, yeah, I know. It's gonna be good. We'll be back on the Brooklyn Bridge soon enough. You know, we'll be back on the Brooklyn Bridge soon enough. We'll be back in Coney Island soon enough. Everything will come back out. And it's gonna be fine. All right. Final blocks of our walk are now upon us as we once again passed St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church, used in the TV show Blue Bloods. And actually, Stacy Keach, he's like a pastor or something like that, or deacon. They shoot his scenes in that building right over there. So yeah, there are some cherry blossoms on these streets coming out. Down there at the church, the cherry blossom tree is coming out really nice. All my live streams coming up over the next coming days are all going to be like here in the neighborhood. So I won't be traveling far. I'm also not traveling far because of my parents. I want to make sure everything is fine with my parents. Make sure they're good. And if they need anything, I'm not that far away from the house. I could get back home quickly and take care of them. But basically every day I'm asking them if they feel good or if they feel a little sick or anything like that. Both of my parents are in their 70s. So I want to make sure they're all right. Because again, I am kind of convinced if 70% of the population has it, I most likely have it. A real eye-opener of a news piece I saw was the story of these two tour guides. There was this amazing story on, I want to say, it's a French news website. And they talk about a tour guide in Spain and a tour guide in Italy, and how they like did a chain of like how did they get infected. And it was like one of the buses that they worked in had somebody who was sick who picked it up from the airport. And it was a very eye-opening story, and basically saying that anyone in the tourism industry probably put themselves at very high risk and did not even know it. I keep on thinking about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, I had a group of people, and I had a guy from the United Kingdom who literally flew in that morning. He was on my 9 o'clock in the morning walking tour, and he flew in at 6 in the morning. Oh my God. Dave, thank you so much. Oh my God. Not the jackpot, but squirrel this away. Exactly. I appreciate that, Dave. Dave out there in the great state of Georgia. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much, guys. You're from Taiwan and you feel good. That's awesome. I'm glad you're feeling well. Remember me saying that, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Guys got me beer and snacks, and beer for the week. Got me beer for next weekend. I'm gonna try to not drink for the weekdays, and and then when the next weekend comes around, maybe have some more beer or Tanqueray or something like that. But thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. As I'm now out of the wind, it's not as cold as it was when I was in the wind. Wicked Monk, right across the street over there. Wicked Monk is open. They have beer and food for takeaway only. I appreciate that, Tracy. I appreciate that. Make sure nobody's in the beer store when we go in there and get beer. Over now on 3rd Avenue. I guess one of the biggest tragedies that we didn't have our St. Patrick's Day parades. We were supposed to have one down here on 3rd Avenue. And unfortunately, we did not have it. Really is a shame. But it is what it is. All right. Let's see if anyone's in the beer store so we don't look completely crazy. Live streaming here. Okay, we got one guy with a dog inside of there, so I don't care. Here we go. Ooh, nice and warm in here.
Stay safe. Let's go, baby.
Hey, man. Hold on. I gotta get this. And
Bye, I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe.
give me this right here. So much more. All right. Have a good night, man. That's it. We got our provisions. Now I could watch the replay and get fucked up. Ooh, have a good night, man. All right. Let's turn on the gimbal one last time. All right. We have our beer. We have our beer. We have our drinks. Oh no, what did the boss say? It was Mother's Day over here, and I'm so sorry to hear that, boss. So sorry. You know, if she has a phone, maybe try to FaceTime. I know a lot of grandpas and grandmas out there are learning how to use their iPhones finally. Maybe try to do a FaceTime if you can. Because we could really use this technology to our advantage, to say the least. But I know here in New York, visitation. Oh, your mom passed away 20. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, boss. But probably see me on here in a little bit. Got to eat some dinner when I get upstairs. And when I start drinking, I'll probably come back on and we'll play some video games or something like that. "200 minutes into the live stream and my left arm is finally beginning to cramp from holding the gimbal all this time." Finally, my arm is beginning to cramp. But we have to end the live stream where we began the live stream. I appreciate that, Gail. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out with me for this last couple of hours here. But we're going to end the live stream where we began it, in front of the good old Bay Ridge sign. You're more than welcome, April. You're more than welcome, Sandy. Thank you so much, ladies, for tuning on in. Ooh, yeah, going back into that wind, it's cold. Ooh, that's cold. Well, let's know how many miles I just did. Gotta have to check my step counter and redo the map. Look how empty the streets are. It's insane. Absolutely insane how empty these streets are. Okay. We have done our loop. I did what I wanted to do. I wanted to be on live stream today for 3 hours. I banged out my 3 hours and then some. But now we're going to end where we began. You're more than welcome, Tracy. More than welcome, everybody, for tuning on in. And we made it. We're back at the Bay Ridge sign. Ah, yay! All right, guys. Do me a favor. Have a great New York day. Whether you live here or not, I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish the moments, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. You're more than welcome for the walk, Griff. More than welcome for the walk, everyone. Dave, Adam, Tracy with the super chats. Never seen Brooklyn this quiet. Check out the replay, Cliff. Thank you so much for tuning on in, guys. So much fun. We'll do this again tomorrow. Probably later on tonight we'll play some video games. But good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. See you guys later, folks. Bye-bye.